Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to explain three-dimensional coordinate system. So before we start talking about three-dimensional coordinate system, we should remember the concept of two-dimensional coordinate system. Let me remind you what it was. So we had two axes, x-axis and the y-axis. The x-axis is the horizontal one, y-axis is the vertical one, and they're perpendicular to each other. And you also learned how to locate a point, how to graph a point on two-dimensional coordinate system. Let's say this is the point that you're asked to locate it. So we determine each point in two-dimensional coordinate system by using an ordered pair. Let's say 3, comma 1. So that 3, the first number represents x coordinate, the second number represents y coordinate. So this means we should go 3 units along the x-axis and 1 unit along the y-axis. So this is how you plot the point on two-dimensional coordinate system. So this is already what you learned before. What you're going to learn today is 3D coordinate system, which we have one additional axis. We have x-axis, we have y-axis, and we have one more axis, z-axis. So this is how your 3D coordinate system look like. This is your y-axis, this is your x-axis, and this is your z-axis. And they're all perpendicular to each other. So since it is dynamic three-dimensional figure, three-dimensional coordinate system, we can rotate it wherever we want, however we want. So depending on the position that we are rotating the coordinates, the positions of the axes will change. It may be y may be here placed horizontally, maybe placed vertically, maybe it comes toward us. So depends on where you look at it. It is three-dimensional figure, so the places of each axis may change. But this order is the most conventional way of expressing three-dimensional coordinate system, and this is also the way of your book. So since in the book this order is used, we're gonna stick with this order. Y is the horizontal one, X is the one that's coming toward us, and Z is the vertical one. All right? So Y is the horizontal one, Z is the vertical one, and X is the one that's coming toward us. So these are the positive axes. This is the positive y-axis, this is the positive z-axis, this is the positive x-axis. What about their negative parts? In two dimensions, we have negative parts, right? The left side of origin is negative, below of origin is negative. So here, in this coordinate system, the left side of origin is negative y-axis, below of origin is negative z-axis, and the opposite side of x-axis is the negative x-axis. All right? So let's take a look at the door, the room that you are sitting right now. So imagine the right side, consider the right side wall as y-axis. Consider the left side wall as x-axis and consider the edge, the corner, as z-axis. I couldn't sketch a straight line. Sorry, let me try it again. One more time. So that corner, sorry ladies, I cannot draw it. So here we have z-axis, the corner, the edge is the z-axis, the right side wall is the y-axis, the left side wall is the x-axis. So this is an example of three-dimensional coordinate system. And in this topic we have two subtitles. We are going to learn graphing a point in three-dimensional coordinate system and We will also learn how to graph a linear equation in three-dimensional coordinate system. So this topic is pretty easy. Once you start solving the questions, you'll get the hang of it very easily. So let's start solving questions. The first part is graphing a point in 3 dimensions. So in 2 dimensions, we are describing the points by using ordered pairs, right? In 3 dimensions, on the other hand, we are gonna identify a point, determine a point by using ordered triple, x, comma, y, comma, z. We have an additional coordinate here, z. First number will represent x coordinate, second number will represent y coordinate, the third number will represent the z coordinate. As we were doing in 2-dimension, 2D coordinate plane, we're gonna locate a point in 3-dimensional coordinate plane. So let's start solving questions. The first question, this is the test prep question in your book. So let me use a blue pen. So here, the point D. We're asked to locate this point, graph this point. So the first number represents x, second number will represent y, the third number will represent z. So those numbers telling us how far we should move from the origin. So how far we should move from the origin along the x-axis, how far we should move along the y-axis, how far we should move from origin along the z-axis. So let's start from the origin. We always starting the locating the point from the origin. So the first we start with x. We should follow the order. First x, and then y, and then z. X, y, z. We shouldn't confuse the places. So the order matters here. So x is 1. It means from starting origin, we should go 1 unit parallel to x-axis. This number is a positive number, so we're gonna go in the positive direction. So this is the positive direction for x. This is the positive y-axis. This is the positive z-axis. Those parts are the negative parts. So 1 unit along the x-axis from the origin. So from origin, 1 unit away, we are here. We are here. Okay? We are not done. We are done with the first coordinate. Second coordinate, we have 3. It means we should go 3 units parallel to y-axis, positive y-axis, right? Let me change the pen, the color of the pen. Let's go 3 units away from the point where we stopped. We are not going back to the origin. We are going to keep going from where we stopped. So we stopped here. So let's pick up from here. We should go 3 units away from the along the y-axis. So here is the y-axis goes to the right. So let's go to the right. How many units? 3 units. So from starting here, 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units. We are here. Okay, we stop here. This is x and y. And we come till here. Now it's time to go along the z-axis. So what is the number in z coordinate? It is negative 1. Since the number is negative, here we have a negative number, we should go along the negative z-axis. So your z-axis is going up, but our number is negative, so we should go down. We should go the opposite z direction. Normally z is going up, but since our number is negative, we should go down. So let's go 1 unit down. So you are here approximately. So this is where your point D is. This is the location of point D. All right. So let's try the other one, B. Let's graph point E. Starting from x, the first number corresponds x, second is y, third is z. So we should go 1 unit away from the origin first. Again, x is positive and we're going in the positive x direction. This is 1. And the second number is negative 3. Since it is negative, we have to go in the negative direction. The negative y-axis is going to the right, and the positive y direction axis is going to the right, so the negative will go to the left. So instead of going right, we should go left along the y-axis, the negative direction. How many units? 3 units. So from starting where we stopped, we go 3 units away in the negative direction, parallel to y-axis. So 1, 2, 3. We are here. Now it's time to do the z-axis. The z, we have 1. The number is positive, so we must go 1 unit up. Z is going up, number is positive, so we should go 1 unit up. So we are here approximately. So this is the location of point E. So this is how you graph points in three-dimensional figure. It's pretty easy, right?